How are you?
I'm doing good. This is Ella. If you haven't recognized my voice by now, this is Ella calling you for your 1 o'clock appointment. My goodness, 1 o'clock came by so quick. Hold on, let me. I'm trying to get something to hold this little camcorder video thing I got. Hold on 1 second, all right? Oh, I'm gonna just use this. All right. You know, you are my first client. You're my first client from 504, and then my last client is also 504. So it's Louisiana, right?
Yeah, it's New
Yeah,
Orleans.
yeah. Okay, well that's great. Have you ever received a reading before, or should I explain a little bit how I conduct these sessions?
Yeah, you can explain.
Mhm.
I've had oracle card readings,
Mhm.
but not a psychic medium one before.
Yeah, and you know the difference between a psychic reading and a psychic medium, right? Um, a psychic reading is someone, I guess, that foretells the future or is able to tell you exactly or something close to what may happen in the future. That's a psychic. I'm able to tap into my psychic abilities as well, but I choose not to really touch on psychic readings. But with me, I'm a psychic medium. I use my channeling abilities. And what I'm going to begin to do is I'm going to begin to communicate with your spirit guides. And your spirit guides are going to tell me things about you that happened in the past and the present, that's currently happening with you right now, and that will happen in the near future. So it's more so like your spirit guides giving me information about you, important information about you, that will help you along your spiritual journey. It's more so your spirit guides, you know, speaking to me about the condition of your own spirit, you know, the soul, the higher you, and helping the higher you.
Okay.
Say that again.
No, I just said okay.
Okay, yeah, and helping the higher you to succeed, or rather to receive the abundance or whatever it is that you want in this world. Now, it's interesting, or this planet or whatnot. It's interesting, you know why? Do you do hair? Do you do hair?
No, I don't do
You
hair.
don't do hair? Oh, okay. Well, then
No.
okay, then it might be my next client, or it might be my last client. But I had a dream, right? Hear me out. See, my friends are so disrespectful because they just call me anytime. Let me just um reject that call. Yeah. Just because I channel at home or I work from home doesn't mean I'm not busy. But my friends don't. They don't care about my business. Like they don't care about that. But yeah. So anyway, my love, let me explain something to you, which was very, and we're gonna get into your session because there's a lots of things coming up in terms of finding out who you are and tapping into more of what it is that you should be doing, or rather finding the way. That's what your spirit guides are saying. She's looking to find a way. She's looking to for direction in terms of which way should she go, or what should she begin to practice right now. We're going to get into that. But let me tell you my dream, because I know that the dream that I had pertained to the 4 clients that I was going to be dealing with today. Now, I had a dream that I was talking to clients, and my first client, or rather my second client, or whoever, was like, "Yeah, Ella, my spirit guides told me this, and or my spirit, my spirit told me to go to, I believe they were saying like to go to the graveyard and dig up some dirt and throw it over my shoulder or something like that, and that will help me to open up my business in terms of hair, because this client of mine dealt with trying to open up a business. And um they came to me, well, we was talking in the dream, and they was asking me, "Yo, should I do this, should I do that?" And I was like, "Yo, if you dreamt this, if this is what your spirit is saying, then you need to do that." you need to do what your spirit tells you. So that's why I asked you if if you do hair, or if you want to open up a business, something in that nature, because I had a dream of all of my clients that I will be dealing with today on another level. Meaning, it's complicated, but I understand it. Meaning, like, my clients were in my dream, and my clients were dreaming and telling me about their dream in my dream. You understand that? Does that sound? Huh?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
yeah. So I was like, I have to definitely ask all of my clients today what are their plans in terms of opening up businesses, or if they are someone that deals with hair, or it may not be clients today, it may be clients tomorrow, but who knows. Okay, so let's get back to you. Give me 1 second. The three main colors that's coming up with you, beloved. Give me 1 second. All right. Hold on. I see water. Dealing with emotions here. Okay, give me a second. Psychic abilities is definitely coming up with you. What is your sign, my love?
Gemini.
Okay, yeah, the natural channelers, right. The natural channelers. Psychic abilities, being able to communicate between the physical realm and the spiritual realms. Exactly what I'm doing right now. So psychic abilities is definitely coming up with you. Music as well, healing music is coming up with you. Tell her to soothe her soul with flute music, is what they're saying, at night, so that you can, your visions could be very clear. Your visions could be clearer, or rather your dreams can also be clearer. I see you walking along water, as a, you say you live in Louisiana, right? That's not where the flood and
Yeah.
stuff happened, right?
No, it was in Baton Rouge, but you know New Orleans is like 45 minutes away from Baton Rouge.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of esoteric and
But we
spiritual.
did,
Say that again.
but we did have like a, we had a hurricane in New Orleans like 11 years ago now.
Speak louder. I'm sorry.
And
Say that again.
I said, we had a hurricane in New Orleans 11 years ago.
Right.
And it flooded like really bad during that time.
Oh yeah. Um, Give me a second. Let me tap into that real quick. Give me a second. You know what they said? That's cleansing. That's uplifting evilness, is what they're saying. The ancestors was able. The ancestors basically lift up evilness from that particular area of the planet, because that is where carbonated and rich folks live. Rich folks reside at, and when they speak about rich folks, we speaking about African cultural, looking type of people. Those are the rich folks, the ones that are dark skinned and into their carbon and into their melanin. But because there's a shift in consciousness, some people are evil and some people are good. The ancestors came through and blessed that particular area, Louisiana and things of that nature, or New Orleans, in that way, where they flooded. That's what they're saying. They flooded that area because it was a blessing from the ancestors, and to wipe out all of the negativity, so that new things can come about, or new generation, or people can, rather, what they say, appreciate each other more. That's what that was about. What my spirit guides is saying in terms of why that happened in that particular way. Are you dark skinned?
No.
Brown?
Like brown.
Okay, brown. Okay,
Yeah.
brown, black. That's okay. That brown, black. That's all right. You'll pass the paper bag test, right? you'll
Yeah.
you'll pass the. Then you brown. You stick around, okay? All right. So let's get back to you again, my love. So, with that being said, give me a second. So, psychic abilities is definitely coming up with you. Give me a second. What should you do, to tap into that pineal gland? Humming, chanting, flute music is coming up with you. So more so of like music that will resonate with the inner ear melanin with you. So we going like tapping into your soul, because the color yellow is coming up with you, the color purple is coming up with you, and also the color blue is coming up with you. And when they speak about the color yellow, we're speaking about the soul, your solar plexus. Do you suffer from digestive issues or anything? Like are you okay, healthy in that way? Are you trying to change your diet? Because that's coming up with you, my love. Change in order for you to change your frequency. They're saying change her diet, and that is they're highlighting the digestive system, and they're saying on a physical level she has to change her diet, or rather modify what she's eating. And then on a spiritual level, we're dealing with the solar plexus, so hence we're dealing with your gut feeling. And you also want to get into breathing meditation, or rather breathing techniques, to what they're saying is shift DNA codings, or rather change DNA codings, so that you can understand why you have been reincarnated onto this planet. You have to do a lot of. Are you young? You're in your 20s? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Okay. Oh, master number. Okay, you just turned 22. Yeah, master number, and that's why you have. That's why they are That's why they are telling me that now it's a time for you to just shift the vibration, or rather elevate yourself, and the different things that you can do to elevate yourself. And again, you may not be ready for it now in terms of changing your diet, but these are the different steps that we are recommending for you to do, so that you can align yourself with the highest potential of who you are, and understand why you have came back into this planet. Because the only person that can give you that answer is yourself, in terms of why you came back, why, because it's inside of you. This is who you are. But I can give you the tools, and I can give you the guides of how to get there, or rather how to get that answer. I can give you that, which I just recommended. Changing your diet is one of the things that they're saying. Rather, releasing the sugar, or the salt, and controlling the temper, controlling your emotions is also what's coming up with you. And then 2, breathing exercises, meaning breathing into the abdominal section, so that her cells can receive proper oxygen, and then they can function at its optimum level, is what they're saying to me. Okay. And then as a result of you purifying your cells, then you will be holistically balanced. And then 2, be careful with who you share your energy as well. I see leprechauns here. So I'm feeling like in the near future, beloved, you will open up a business or an investment, perhaps 24 or 25. I'm not sure what you got in plans now. You might be a business owner now, which that is possible. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but Lucky Charm money is coming up with you. What is your numbers, beloved?
As in my birthday.
Yes. What is your birthday?
Number.
Mhm.
June 5th, 1994.
Oh, the number 5. Okay, the number 5, right? June 5th. Okay, the number 5. Yes, 6, which is June, and 5, that's 11. That's the master number. That's transitioning. That's dealing with spirituality and higher consciousness. And you're 22, so you're the ultimate of the number 11. So this is a very sensitive period of your time right now, and it's all about creation, creativity, mastering self, getting to know who you are. And when they said getting to know who you are, they more so speaking about internal understanding, or recognizing your internal self. I see you painting, so drawing is also good. Writing things out is also good. In the near future, you're gonna write a book. Is what they're saying. She's gonna write a book about life, a black woman in living in the States, or the condition of, you know, our people, in a sense, because I'm pretty sure that down there in the South or the Midwest you guys are considered the Midwest, right? Or the South?
The South.
Yeah. Down there in the South is totally different from up here in the North. They things happen that we don't even know about. Down there, and the only people that know about those type of things are the people that live there. So even writing articles, begin to write articles. Yeah, you'll definitely. Let me tell you what you will be good at. You will be good with music, and you will be good with anything with expression. Expressing yourself. Writing, poetry, poem. Painting. Piano lessons. Music, it's definitely good with you. And again, you're a Gemini, so we dealing with the energy of Tupac, Kanye West, Prince. All of them is geniuses. All Geminis. All able to understand and tap into it on another level. That's what Geminis are, and that's why your spirit guides is saying that you came to me to understand who you are. So these are the messages, and these are the tips that we can give to her in order for her to align herself with her highest potential. Let me tell you another thing, beloved. Do not stop, and what they're saying is stop engaging in gossip. I'm not sure if this is something that you've eliminated already, or you're entertaining now, or there's people around you that is bickering, or you guys don't see eye to eye. That's fine, because if you don't see eye to eye with people, that means that it's time for you to move along your journey and let people be who they are. In any event, so don't engage in any type of low vibration frequency that is not conducive to your spirituality, is what I'm saying. Give me a second. I'm also seeing a crocodile. Oh, okay. So you have this energy of a crocodile goddess. You want to get into Hathor, setting up altars for the goddess Hathor, and I also want you to set up altar for Yemaya as well. Due to your emotions, I'm feeling like it's more so of like an emotional roller coaster, or emotional emptiness dealing with family. Is what they're saying. What's the situation with that? Let me look up Hathor as well, the crocodile goddess. What's the situation with that, my love?
Family as in like immediate family?
Yes. Or
Right.
it may be extended family, or um what they're saying is family members of hers. Give me a second. Sometimes the way you communicate, it may not be to your highest liking, or it may be bickering going on, or arguments with your father, or might be disagreements with your mom, or it might be disagreements with siblings, or whoever, whatever. It's just what they're saying is it's an unwanted feeling dealing with family. And again, your spirit guides
Yeah.
are telling me things about you from the past, present, and maybe in the future. So if there's something going on in that particular area with you, and that's why the goddess Yemaya came through and said, honor her, or rather work with her to help you through situations with your family, to void, or rather to get closure with that unwanted feeling that I'm picking up with
Yeah.
you. Are you understanding that?
Yeah, like yeah. The situation with the family is right now with my mom. I was living with her, and she's like, on drugs and stuff.
Mhm.
So, now like I have to, because at first I wasn't living with her, but now I like have to see her, like come and go, and like do, all those things. So with that, like, being around it and just seeing it,
right.
like I would, talk to my sisters about it and just say like, it's really sad to see, and we would just get aggravated with like that,
Right.
like that whole thing with her. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
totally understand. You know, I had friends that mothers, grew up in that way. They just people just get caught up in life. But here what I want to say to you, everybody choose, it's all about attachment, and it's all about bonds, and it's all about what you choose to resonate with, or rather what you choose to entertain. And for me, I only choose to entertain things that I have full control over. I do not entertain, or I do not bother with stuff that I don't have any control of. The situation with your mother, yes, you want to help her. Your siblings want to help her. That is your biological mother. You love her, with your heart, your whole heart. But if she wants to continue to live that way, you gotta say she doesn't care for us. You know why? And it may hurt, because if she cared for us, then she wouldn't want us to suffer, or she wouldn't want us to see us that way. So what do? Do you continue to be involved with it, with somebody that is living their own life, or do you separate yourself from it and say, I bless you on your path, and I have no control? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to set up my altars, and I'm going to speak to the spirit realm, or I'm going to connect with the spirit realm as a Gemini, and ask the spirit guides or my ancestors to help me through this, and to help my family through this. So taking it to a higher level. That's why, again, this is a very sensitive time of your life right now. You are a number 22. You're the master number right now. So you are able, with your fullest potential and your understanding of spirit, to make things happen spiritually. Because before things happen on a physical level, it has already been created in your mind, and it already been created in spirit. So how do you deal with somebody that has habits? You understand? How do you physically talk to them? Because they're not trying to hear that. No, they don't want to hear that. They in their zone. So you need to let them be in their zone. So what do? You just go in your meditation, in your own secret space, or your time alone, set up your altar, do your meditation, and you send light. You send love. That's what you do. And guess what? Everyone is happy in this situation. Why? Because you're not stressing out of wanting, you're not stressing out, and it takes no energy for you to send the love. It takes energy to stress. It takes a whole lot. You understand? So we're gonna get into the questions that you have. Let me just get my book. I wanna know why they referred, or why the crocodile goddess is coming up with you. Give me a second, my love. All right.
Oh, okay.
The crocodile goddess. I know. I know the hippopotamus goddess is known to be the mother of the one to give birth to the 12 zodiac sign, also known as um Mother Aset, in a sense. But the crocodile goddess, I'm feeling like that has more so to do with strength, and also has to do with wisdom, is what your spirit guides is saying. Wisdom, strength, and protection is what they're saying. So there's three things that's coming up with you in that way. Strength, what they're saying, protection, and wisdom. So gaining wisdom on a feminine aspect, and this is the cycle that you're into now, is the cycle of higher learning, with you. So that will make sense, because that's 22. Give me 1 second. You have questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get into it. Don't worry. Let me Let me see what's going on with this crocodile goddess real quick. Let me see why that came up. It's something bat deities, no. Death, childbirth, no, not this. Crocodiles and other crocodiles. Sebek. Okay, so we're going to get into Sebek. Ooh, Sebek. Ooh, that's a nice name. Let me see. Let me see. What's up? Let me see Sebek. S. Okay. Okay, Sebek.
When I got the oracle reading, that card came up. The Sebek card, it came up too.
Oh, it did. Okay, so then, good. So, just to let you know, I got this back. I'm going to read you a small portion of why this is coming up. But it also said, see Hathor, Isis, Osiris, Set, Renet. So we dealing with the Trinity here. We definitely dealing with the Trinity here. So Isis is also known as Mama Oshun, which Yemaya is the mother of Oshun, or rather the auntie of Oshun. And remember I just mentioned Isis as the hippopotamus goddess as well, and Hathor. I'm feeling like Hathor more so resonate with you. But let me see. So Sebek is a crocodile god. His name literally means crocodile. Sebek is a crocodile, and hence something of an ambivalent spirit. How you feel about him will derive from your feelings towards crocodiles. Sebek is a particularly ancient Egyptian deity. Active veneration of Sebek continued until the forced abolished of traditional Egyptian religion. Sebek was adored and beloved by some people, but feared by others. Sebek is a multi-faced spirit who performs various functions. That's okay. Then that's where I'm picking up more so with you. Remember when I said you have to tap into your highest good on different levels, meaning poetry, writing, singing, the flute. So that's perhaps why they, came up with that as well. Well, your spirit guides brought his energy up. He is an aggressive guardian who repels and devours spirits who threatens his devotees. Sebek is generous with his powers. Contact with him allegedly enhances one's own personal powers. Okay, that's what it is. To activate or to enhance your own personal powers, because you're in the cycle of 22, which is the master number. Okay, so as Lord of the Dark Waters, all waters. Remember when I spoke to you about I saw you walking along waters, and you explained to me that where you're at they had flooding. That's the water energy, remember? Okay. Sebek rules the dangers of the deep. There you go. Thus he protects against dangers emanating from the Nile River. According to one myth, the Nile River emanates from Sebek's sweat. In one version of the saga of Isis and Osiris, Sebek personally retrieves Osiris's dead body from the river and carries it to the shore on his back. He is a deity of both personal and vegetative fertility, an erotic spirit who is the epitome of virality. Sebek bestows sexual prowess to men and fertility to women. He is invoked to help women in childbirth. Bringing his image into the birthing room allegedly eases labor pains and keeps predatory spirits at bay. That's right. Sebek is intensively associated with crocodiles. He protects some people, but he is also the guardian of the crocodiles. if you have harmed crocodiles, or if you hunt them, eat them, or have a closet full of crocodile belts, handbags, or boots, it might be best to avoid contact with Sebek. Manifestation: Sebek is a Nile crocodile, or a man of the crocodile head. Attributes is Egyptians. Egyptian was Sector and the Ankh. Sacred sites: Sebek's primary shrine was in the Fayum, but he was venerated throughout Egypt. He had a large sanctuary at Kom Omba, near Aswan, now a prime tourist attraction. Wow, that's good. So Sebek is more so the protector. As I mentioned to you, protection, wisdom, and what was the other one that they what was the other one? Protection, wisdom, and I'm feeling like it's understanding, or consciousness, or higher consciousness, or elevation in spirituality for you. So in any event, what you want to put up on your altar, or one of the deities that you can put up on your altar, is the crocodile goddess or god, as you already mentioned. That came up in a tarot card reading, so it's coming up again right now, so it has a relationship with you. I will also recommend that if you put up the Sebek as a protection on your altar, you want to also put up Hathor. Okay. Because they go together, they complement each other. All right, beloved, what are your questions?
Okay, I have like moments where I'm like really inspired and like, motivated.
Mhm.
And then I have this, and then like, and that'll last for a little while, and then I like go right back kind of like down, and I'm like not inspired and not motivated.
Right.
And I was like, what could I do to kind of like stay, stay up, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's cell activation, it's DNA activations, and that's why your spirit guide said to approach it holistically, where food, what you change, what you eat, because they say you are what you eat, right? So if you're eating sluggish type of foods, or flesh, or anything that has no life force, that's what's going to happen with you. One day you're going to be up because you're a god, you're a goddess, so you're going to always have that fire in you, or that motivation in you, but you are injecting or ingesting certain things in your temple, which is the physical body. So the physical body is like, it's like the Gemini, the physical or the spiritual, the physical or the spiritual. The spiritual you is ready, but the physical you is like, I don't feel like it. So you got to find that balance, that emotional balance that I was speaking to you about earlier in this session, right? So in order for it to come together, what your spirit guide said, change what you eat, or at least moderate it. I'm not telling you to completely get off of whatever it is you're on, but moderate it, where you're eating more live foods. Also, when you go into your meditation, you want to do this breathing exercises where you are rejuvenating your cells, where your cells is receiving an abundance of oxygen, because they have to breathe in order, or they have to live in its environment, and it's a proper environment. So cells make up what? Cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs make up organ systems. Organ systems makes up the body. The body is what you need to operate, right? So that's where it's coming in at. So you gotta deal with it on the minute scale of why you are not motivating enough, or rather you have this seesaw effect, in terms of one day you good, the next day you not good. So it's all about spiritual rejuvenation, or spiritually detoxing yourself, so that you can be on the straight path.
Okay.
All right, beloved. And I would definitely say that again.
No, I was just about to say, like, with the writing and painting, like, those things, like, I used to do a lot. It's, like, the same thing, like I was just explaining. like it will be a moment when I'm doing it a lot, and then like I'm not doing it, writing, like painting, drawing, and stuff like that. So yeah, I go through like the phases.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let's get down to this, right? Um, I'm gonna get down to this, right? So let me ask you. Okay, so one day you're up, and then one day you down. So when you down, right? What are your feelings? How do you feel when you feel like not doing nothing? What is going through your mind? How do you feel? Are you sad about something? Are you thinking about something else? Or do you just not feel motivated? Or what's how's your aura
Like
feeling?
I would feel like kind of like more agitated. So like I would get like agitated like really easily,
Mhm.
and then I would feel kind of like um hopeless. Like I'm not doing anything with my life right now. Like kind of like hopeless and
Mhm.
like that, stuff like that.
So it's mental. Right.
Mhm.
So it's more mental, right? Um,
Yeah.
so it's more mental, and it's okay because you're an air sign, so that will happen, and you're a Gemini, so you tend to swindle between dimensions, right? So let me ask you this: if somebody was to come to you and tell you what they're going through, what would be your advice to them? Let me hear what you got to say on this. Let me
I
just
feel
hear.
like I give really good advice. Like I would be like, you need to do this, and like you need to like I would tell talk to my friends and sister like you need to do this and do that, and like I would give them take control of their life, and I would give them really good advice. And just, tell them like
Right.
the best thing that they need to do.
Mhm. Right. Great. So you would tell them the best thing that they need to do in order for them to succeed in their
Yeah.
endeavors, right? So
Yeah.
that's what you should be doing too, as you know. You got to just take your own advice. And what you give to people, the energy that you give out to people, you got to give to yourself. But with you, beloved, again, your I'm telling you, you will be very, in the near future, you're going to write a book, or you're going to begin to write articles, or you're going to be successful with expression. Rather it becomes worldwide, or rather it's a success within yourself, which makes you feel good. That's within alignment with you. It's you are a number five. Five deals with adventures. Five deals with freedom. Okay. Um, and five gets boring. You get bored very quickly. I understand that because you're in this world, but you're not of this world. So I understand that. But you have a mastermind, and if you're not using it, you're gonna lose it. So begin to use that mastermind, and if you're feeling like you're hopeless, you gotta say, okay, well, what's the opposite of hope? you know you are you hoping, or you trusting? I trust that I'm good. I trust that I'm successful. I trust that I'm this. I'm trusting that. I don't hope. I'm not hoping for this to happen. I know that this is gonna happen. I'm not hoping to be successful. I know that I'm successful. You understand? It's just
Yeah.
oh, again, what's the opposite of you feeling bad, feeling good? Oh, I'm feeling bad today? Okay, well, I'm going to change this vibration, and that's why I said to you before, in terms of the situation happened with your mother, you have no control of your mom, but you have control of yourself.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So, in any event, and again, you may not be ready for the altar stuff right now. You may not be. But little by little, I would definitely recommend that you visit a stream of water or a beach or somewhere, a pond, or even, close your eyes and listen to raindrops, because water is also coming up with you in terms of cleansing yourself and getting closer to the spirit realm. Again, Yemaya is coming up with you, my love. Definitely Yemaya, definitely the crocodile god that we just finished reading about in terms of protection. Hathor is also coming up with you. And you can put both of them on the altar just so that you can get this thing started. Okay? Spiritually.
Okay.
All right, beloved?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I thank you, my love. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for contacting me. This
Okay,
session,
thank you.
yes, this session has been recorded. So I will definitely send you a copy when as soon as I upload this on the site. Okay.
Okay.
All right, beloved.
Okay,
Creator
thank
bless.
you.
Okay. Bye bye.